How you guys doing? You guys are making me feel more famous than Medicare Martha up here. Hey, I want to, one more time, give it up for everyone who planned this event. This is pretty cool to be out here. Everyone all together. Yeah. Pretty amazing. So if any of you guys are thinking about roasting me, one of the best parts about, performing for your own company is not only do I get to roast you, it's on camera, but I also get to report you to HR at the end of the day. Come on, guys. We'll see you on Thursday. Yeah. But, hey, so I know we got 5 mil. I know we got the SEO department. I know we got BMG. I know we got Thesis. But, hey, who here is from Oak Media or Atlas Media? No one? No one? Okay, Pete, no gate crashers today. Pool party safe. Yeah. So for any of you guys who don't know me, my name is Brad Klein. I'm a Coda. I'm a child of deaf adults, which means both my parents are deaf. Yeah. So how many of you guys know how to know ASL? How many of you guys know finger spelling your name? Great. Tommy knows more. I'm going to give you plenty of comedy. More. Tommy, I got to let you know, that's baby sign language, but I'm still proud of you. I'm still proud of you. So, yeah. So, there's 3 kinds of people who know sign language. There's people who are fluent, like me. I'm a Coda. Yep. Or someone who's deaf, someone who's trained in ASL, like an interpreter. The second one is people who can fingerspell or apparently do baby sign language, like Tommy here. But the third one's the most annoying, okay? It's people who say they know sign language, but really they're just good at charades. Oh, you're deaf? 2 words. First one sounds like, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Yeah. So, my dad had a saying growing up that being deaf doesn't make you dumb, but it sure makes people around you dumb, okay? Yeah. For example, I'm an only child, so growing up, I'm the one that answered the phone. So I would get calls like, hi, this is AT&T. We'd like to give you great long-distance service. Is your father there? No, he's deaf. And then I would hear their brains break through the phone. Brent, the script doesn't say anything about being deaf. What do I do? I don't know. I'm getting paid $3 an hour. Just make something up. I'll try again later. My dad's not expecting a miracle anytime soon, but if he does, I'll call you back while you're eating dinner and let you know. Or we went on a road trip one time, and we stopped to get some food. We're sitting there. I'm chatting with my parents, and the waitress comes over and says, hey, y'all, what do you want to drink? Oh, I'm so sorry. Rips the menus out of my parents' hands and zooms to the back. My parents and I look at each other. What just happened? And then all of a sudden, she comes out of the back, looking as proud as can be, like she solved cancer with a chicken fried steak. So sorry about that, y'all. Here you go. Hands my parents menus in Braille. Now, I noticed some of you didn't laugh, especially Tommy here.
That's not right.
Is that because you didn't know that Braille is for blind people? And hey, if you didn't laugh because you didn't think the joke was funny, I'll let you know that my parents are feeling that one. Yeah. But when we went to Target when I was about 10 years old, and we're checking out, my mom asked the cashier what time it was. And without looking up, he said, oh, it's 2:45. Mom taps him. I'm so sorry. I'm deaf. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry. It's 2:45. What? But all of those people were trying to be accessible, albeit in a horrible way. But I did have somebody heckle me at a show, and they yelled out, "Stop saying deaf culture. It's not a real culture." Rude. So I asked him, "How do you define culture?" And he said, "Well, it's like a country. It has traditions and cuisines." I looked this dude up and down. "You don't think deaf people have cuisines? Who do you think invented finger foods?" Come on. Yeah. So, see, had you roasted me, I can get you real bad, guys. So, if you're familiar with sign language, you may notice that my signing's not as clear as the people you see on TV, the interpreters. And that's normal, okay? ASL interpreters are like the six-pack abs of sign language, okay? It takes a lot of work to get to that point. I am way too lazy to do it. Don't tell Pete. But ASL interpreters are the best, okay? They are amazing. They're like Morgan Freeman narrating a nature documentary. It's beautiful. It's smooth. It's like velvet for your eyes and ears. Me, I'm more like Gilbert Gottfried narrating a hemorrhoid commercial. It's a pain in the butt. It's sloppy, but boy, are you going to remember what you just saw. Hey, we work in marketing and advertising, guys. I make memorable ads. But speaking of working in marketing, a lot of us work from home, and a lot of us get a chance to. I went to my parents' house to work one day, and I'm sitting there. I'm on a Zoom call, probably with the Second Ed's dev team, and all of a sudden, I can hear my dad's iPad just blaring Candy Crush music. Look over at my dad. "What are you doing?" "I'm on a call. Can you turn that down? It's really loud." My dad, without looking up, just says, "I know it's loud. That's why I turned off my hearing aid." Coda problems, man. Yeah. So, sorry, hang on one second. Let me clear my throat. Just give me a minute, guys. Yeah. You guys enjoying the show? Just give me one more second. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Ah. Thank you. Thank you. So I got in a lot of trouble growing up. As you can imagine, I tried to sneak one over on my parents any chance I got. When I was in high school, I really wanted to go to a party, and my parents wouldn't let me go. So I waited till they went to bed, and then I snuck out. Oh, I went to that party. I had a great time. Stayed out till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Then all of a sudden, I came home. Whole house was dark. I was like, yes, I got away with it. Then all of a sudden, one light turned on, and my mom starts yelling at me and yelling at me. "Do you know how late it is? You had me worried sick. Don't talk back to me. I'll get the duct tape and the mittens." Finally, I had enough. I just said, "I'm done. Shut up. I don't want to hear your lecture anymore." Turned off the light. I didn't have to listen to her anymore. It's amazing to be a Coda. But I got in trouble in other ways. You know, parent-teacher conferences were a huge deal. At first, my mom brought me to interpret, and the teacher would say, "You know, Brad's grades aren't that great." She would turn to me. "Brad is amazing." Oh, great. She'd look over the teacher. Teacher has a frown. I'm smiling. That's when I learned you don't change a D to an A+. You change a D to a B. And it's much easier that way. But I got called up to the teacher's desk one day, and she said, you know, the ASL interpreter just canceled last minute. We can't get a new one in time. How can I best communicate with your mom? I said, "Oh, that's easy. Just write everything down." No. We have a lot to talk about when it comes to you. Fine. Just look her straight in the eye. She's read more lips than her gynecologist. Gave him a lot more to talk about at that parent-teacher conference. But if you'll notice that this is the sign for vagina. It was really awkward at Thanksgiving this year when my aunt came out of the kitchen and said, hey, to my parents, do you want a piece of my pie? This, while it looks like a pizza, a cake, a pie, is not. There's a lot of words in sign language that are very similar but mean very different things. For example, you have hungry, and then you have horny. Very similar. So please be careful when you're talking to a deaf person and you tell them that you're hungry for pizza, because you may accidentally tell them that you're horny for pussy. Yeah, guys. So there's other words. You have shy and you have whore. Why are those two words so similar? I came home from dating my first girlfriend in high school, and I told my mom, she goes, oh, what do you think of her? And I said, I don't know if you'll like her. She's shy. My mom looks at me, what? She's what? She's 14, Bradley. Oh, shy. Oh, I'll like her then. But even the most popular word in sign language, I love you, has a dark side. BS. Yeah. Imagine being a deaf person at a heavy metal concert and you see everybody around you going, and you're like, yeah, $17 for a beer? This is BS. Thank you, Audrey. I appreciate it. So, how many of you guys have been embarrassed by your parents growing up? Yeah. I am no different, guys, okay? Growing up, my dad embarrassed me to no end. One of the worst times, I came out of my middle school, he came to pick me up. And I opened the door, and I can hear his car from across the parking lot. So embarrassed. His radio is all the way up to 11. The bass is shaking his car. It looks like one of those low riders just bouncing on hydraulics in the parking lot. See him playing air guitar, just rocking out, having a great time. Oh, no. I put that hood up, and I walked as fast as I can to that car. Open the door, sit down, turn on the volume so I don't become deaf. And I said, drive. What's wrong? Just drive, Dad. You're embarrassing me. It's normal to be embarrassed by your parents' taste in music. I asked all the hearing parents, and they said their kids are embarrassed by their taste in music too. I'm not embarrassed by your taste in music, Dad. I'm embarrassed because you were just headbanging to the 10-day weather report. But the best reason for growing up with deaf parents happened when I was 5 years old. I came home from my first day of kindergarten, and I was so proud. I walk up, my mom's washing the dishes. I tap her on the hip and said, Mom, I'm home. How was it, sweetie? Amazing. I made new friends, and get this, they were the coolest kids on the playground, the 5th graders. How'd you do it? Oh, easy. I just walked right up to him and said, hey, I should be in your cool kids club because I know sign language. They looked at me and said, we know sign language too. Meet us under the bridge at recess on the playground, and we'll teach you a new way to talk in sign language. Oh, my mom was so excited. What new word did you learn? And then I proceeded to tell her how the 5th graders taught me how to say I love you with just one finger. And it wasn't this finger. Her smile went to a scowl. She looked me dead in the eye. I'm going to make sure you never use that 4-letter word in this house ever again. She grabbed me by the collar. She threw me in the bathroom, sat me down in the sink, grabbed the soap, and said, this is for your own good, son. I closed my eyes. I opened my mouth, and she washed my hands. Hey. It's amazing to be at Coda, but it's even more amazing to be up here in front of all you guys. I'm Brad Klein. Thank you. That's my time. Love you all. Hey. If I wasn't bigger than Medicare Martha before, I definitely am now. At least Puppet Martha. At least Puppet Martha. But hey, the next comic coming up here